Escape. Show me Ray. Kyoshini Ray. Otagani Ray.
Brandon, slide up in the front row. Everybody else slide over a little bit. You guys kind of fill in the slots a little bit. All right, step out of left forward stance and left and rising block. Step and block. Up. Sheep. Go. What there? Eight. One. Sheep. Go.
I think he did that on purpose.
What there?
Hey.
I heard laughter.
No, that was a good. No, it messed us up. We were like, what is he doing?
I'm choking. And I hear laughter right at the beginning of class when we haven't even started.
You know that we're not going to give you CPR at all.
It was love
We're
laughter,
just gonna
sir.
laugh and then pray that he doesn't survive to finish sweating us for the rest of the class.
Sensei's
You're not
got
okay.
This.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Get him around. Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Who there who care? Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Rote who care? Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Okay. Whichever one of you had the voodoo doll, your voodoo ain't that good. It's gonna take more than that. Hidari Takiski. The other Hidari.
Reverse.
And down
Okay, do not be lemmings.
I don't remember what it is.
Pick one, stop moving. Hidari means left. Migi means the right. Yaku is reverse. Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Oizuki. Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Okay, don't forget eyes, feet, hip, hand. Very important.
This.
Principle. Eyes, feet, hip, hand. Do not fake that.
This.
It's almost worse than not doing it. It's not. No. Look.
This.
Rikinski. Back fist.
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Eight. Son. Sheep. Go. What there?
Hey.
Uppercut. Son. Sheep. Cheat. Oh. What the? Kogeski. Play a punch. Hey. Hey. Hop. Cheat. Oh. Everybody relax that shoulder. It's not pulling with the deltoid group. It is transmitting the hip through the shoulder joint.
This is
Like there.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hop. Cheat. Oh. Like there.
Hey.
Churan, come on. Izagiri. Hey. Hey. Hop. Cheat. Oh. Like there.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hop. Cheat. Oh. Like there.
Hey.
So remember, when you're kicking, not up, not energy up, not lifting leg, or excuse me, straightening base leg up. Flat hip line, flat hip line.
This is
Pick it, whatever one you pick, you're stuck with it. You start lifting up when you kick. Okay. Yeah, okay, everybody here has probably studied some sort of physics at one point. A vector, right? Like this and this, if you split the difference, you cut each one in half, right? If you got that way, you're taking away from that. Plus, I'm gonna throw you. Hai Sokugiri. Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Han Yokogiri. Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Ushirogiri. Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Maigiri. Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Oh! Like there.
Hey.
Mawashigiri. Hey! Ground. Hey! Hop! Cheat! Go! Like there.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! Hop! Cheat! Go! Like there.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Bonnie, get water if you need it. Get back on the floor. Oof. Yeah, I like to have a few bodies on the floor. up real high. Is there some particular reason you didn't do what I told you to do? Don't give me some excuse. Wednesday. Stitch 'em. There she is. All right, let's do. Yeah. Greg, Brand, Risa, back there, grab 2 sets of hand pads. No, we just left her just for Yeah, good. All right, far row, turn around, face rear row. All right, back row, you're just gonna take a left shoot on command, my side. Here's what you're gonna do. My side, you got the pads, you're just gonna kind of tuck the pads away. You're gonna give them a target. And a distance.
Okay.
Their job, pick right, right punch, or excuse me, correct punch. Could be right, could be left, whatever. Appreciate the rich, I'm sorry, appreciate it. So, for now, doesn't have to be fast, she's gonna show them something. If they pick something silly, like he did, back fist in the back of my hand, down here.
It would work.
Yeah, back. And again, for now, doesn't have to be fast, we're just kind of getting used to seeing targets. Right? Back fist, you have to show them something, this way, kind of thing. Cool? Alright, slide in there. I'm not gonna count this, you guys are gonna go at your own rhythm. For now, it is slow, one at a time. Watch your mouth. And if they choose poorly, give them some feedback. should do just some of basically what you were just doing. I want everybody to watch for just a second. Okay. We throw something, does something else, boom, here. Here, can I hit this with this back fist?
Not ideal.
Not ideal. Not ideal. Couple of things are gonna happen here. Again, this is the drill just as much for them as it is for us, because you've gotta figure out what's coming. He has endangered himself, if this is what he's wanting me to throw. I decide, well, I'm not gonna throw that back fist. I'm gonna punch. Where's the pad? Right in front of his face. Not ideal. Okay? If you're wanting this back fist, excuse me. There we go. That's gonna be a better back fist target, especially with this pad. The other ones you might be able to twist far enough. With this pad, you're gonna have to give them something else.
I was doing high and wanting a flail. That be all
Well,
right? Or
this
this?
here, again, not ideal for an uppercut.
No? Those. Thank you.
So we know what that side of the room is getting. That side of the room is getting. I hinted on what this side of the room is getting. What is this side of the room getting?
Blocking practice.
Blocking practice in what way?
Hand positioning for blocking.
Positioning for blocking. Yeah, I might be able to stretch that.
I view it as testing your skill on this type of positioning of something. This is what someone would throw to see if you can get, okay, so now I can visualize what should happen if I was in front of it and something was
Put a pin in that for a second. Kind of what I said. Yeah, okay. You, as the person holding the pads, are dictating what they're doing. They're not really choosing. Well, they can choose and do something squirrely, pop them inside the head when they miss and bust you in the nose. Okay. So you get to set in your mind, I want to see what an uppercut looks like. So they show you an uppercut. Okay. That's what an uppercut looks like. I want to see what a flail looks like. Oh, okay. When he throws a flail, he's got to do this, that, and the other thing. Specifically, when this person, he kind of does that every time he tries to move. You know, everybody has some sort of a tell.
So you learn how to draw a certain punch, draw them into a certain technique?
Again, kind of stretching it a little bit, maybe, but you know, this isn't how I would draw out a punch. But yes, you can draw them into things. More right at the moment is learning to recognize, oh, when that hip goes that way, that shoulder goes that way, flail's coming. Or when this particular person leans their head a certain way, or their eye goes a certain direction, they're throwing a lead hand punch. The stuff that these guys can do that looks like magic, it's not magic. It's this. It's going, oh, that toe twitched, lead hand punch. People lead hand punch. And it's literally that way. Move.
Yes.
Okay. Back at it, sweep the pads to the other person.
Can I ask the one
Absolutely.
where he was put his hand like this? You could do a side, I don't know what this is called, but this kind of hit.
Oh, yeah.
This here. You could, okay. Well, this is still a back fist, right? Is it called a side back fist, or is it? It is?
Yokery.
Okay.
Reset. Relax. Don't frighten my white belt.
I'm a little scared.
I know, that's why I said.
Is that right?
Here.
I hate this. I'm like, I don't feel like I'd ever, I guess if it was like this, but when it's like this, I feel like I would more, it feels funny to do this because it feels like I can't get under if they're like this. They'd have to be like this for me to do the uppercut, because it was being held like this, and I don't feel like I can get under it good, so I was just going like that.
Okay. You're not wrong in anything that you were saying. Good question. When would this direct shot up be of any use? The chin.
But when you're looking.
Just take like a chunk. Don't move your phone. If I'm in here and I go straight up, yeah, I'm gonna seriously annoy him
When you got him in this position.
when I got him in that position. How many people remember Mike Tyson?
No.
Bob Weed. Okay, 2-punch knockout, like 90% of his fights, right? He would come in, cover up, take whatever, liver, they'd bend over, and he'd go straight up under the chin. 2 shots, 1 hand, $10 million, walk off, fight's over in 30 seconds. So yeah, this direct shot is when they're bent over and you get up under it. Plus, I gotta, for the most part, I've gotta get under it this way. Otherwise, that's why I talk about our basic target for our uppercut is here. This part of the uppercut is the finish, not the end. Kind of along,
Stay here.
same basic idea. Except we're gonna add in a little bit of movement and feet if you want. So I'm gonna show him something. Back move. Really?
I'm telling you, I wasn't kidding.
Yeah. Let's throw that low fist again for that one. He does something like that, you
Yeah,
don't mind.
but I would move though.
And you did move. When you threw it, you didn't, because you had nothing coming at you.
Yeah, I said nothing was
So
coming.
I'm just showing, if they do something silly, you don't need to pop them, but. Yeah.
And then kick him in the front.
Give them something.
I was like, to hell with it, let's just go for it.
And there is that. Okay, skip the last part. Alright, everybody change pads. This, again, this doesn't have to be fast. I just want some movement and feet if you feel like it. But give them distance for feet. Also give them distance for knees, which is different. Right? How'd you make?
Stay light.
Risa, one at a time, give her a specific time.
Nice. Thought I was coming again with it.
Alright, come in. Woo. Okay. I'm gonna go back to your original position. Okay, overall, not too bad. The dance part of USA here was killing me. Okay? I understand Sean James loves to teach for sparring. Okay? That's one thing. That ain't what you guys were doing. And this is no exaggeration. This is exactly what both of you were doing. I don't know what that is. All right? I don't like the bouncing. I understand why they do it. I don't agree with why they do it. If you want to bounce, bounce. This is not bouncing for sparring. This is bouncing for jump rope. When we're doing the sparring, what direction am I emphasizing?
Forward.
Which up-down direction am I emphasizing? Up or down?
Up. Well, no, but it depends.
No, it doesn't.
You're grounding, so you're jumping and then grounding down, so down.
Down, okay? You will see everybody, and I do mean well, okay? 99.99% of people who don't really understand the jumping, emphasizing the up. And trust me, this is when Jerry slides in, takes your feet up underneath them, pop. Okay. It's not the up that you're emphasizing, like Greg says, it's grounding, it's down that's giving you that timing.
So it couldn't be the up though? I thought the up could be when you might down.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the jumping, because you have to do something to go somewhere. When I'm already grounded, I don't need to go somewhere to do something. But yes, to do something on the downstroke, almost impossible. So yes, it would come on the upstroke, but it's not here.
But then I just read him because when he goes up, he throws a punch.
Potentially, or I could kick them. You think I'm funny?
This is why we do these things. Quick kind of funny story to emphasize this. How many of you know who Easy Rodriguez is? Okay, just one of you, but he's a Shito-Ryu stylist, great martial artist. Used to run his own dojo over on the west side of town. The first day that I met him, I was joining not his class, but we were all training at the same class with Hanshi, and we were going to spar. Easy, in addition to being a great martial artist, he's real big in the tournament circuit. So he's into kata for performance, he's into the point sparring, all this. So, he's like a senior referee, travels to like Brazil and Europe to be referee and all that kind of stuff. So the guy knows what he's doing. Hanshi has, he and I square off, and he starts that. He's jumping far enough, I can see about 4 inches of daylight under his feet. So I'm like, okay. 1, 2, hit him on the way down. He kind of scratched his head. That's kind of weird. We go back again. 1, 2, hit him on the way down. The second time I hit him, he drew back, he kind of squirreled his face up a little bit, rooted, and proceeded to kick my rear end. As soon as he quit jumping,
He said, forget tournament style, I'm going
he's
to the
like,
streets.
screw this, I'm tired of getting hit. Now, we weren't like wailing on each
The
other.
gloves are off.
No, it wasn't that kind of thing. But it was, okay, when I say hit him, I'm like, yeah, I have a point, let him know I was there. Kind of thing. It's not like we were going full contact. But he got tired of losing. So he quit jumping, and once he could move, he could outmaneuver him, because he's quick.
Yes.
And he knew he was better at sparring than I was. Proceeded to win the match.
Yes.
So again, many reasons that it's like a metronome too.
And probably he hits on his fourth one, so he never was gonna try to strike you by that third one you did over.
I don't know when he was gonna strike, because he would bounce for a while, and then once he would settle into it, then I would hit my 3-count rhythm. It'd be like 1, 2, and I'd hit him. But he bounced for a while, so he never. The first 2 points that I got on him, he never threw a technique. So I don't know when in that timing he was gonna cue. It was like he bounced for a while, and I'm like, okay, he's setting his rhythm. 1, 2, and hit him on the way down.
Yes.
So it's, if you tried on the way up, you might have walked into something.
Well, that's the thing. If you're coming up, kind of like Ray was talking about, kind of on your way up, you can probably make something happen. As your body's going down,
You're getting ready to make something.
you're going down. Gravity is to go down and strike as a counter to something coming in, very difficult. So, pick your poison.
When we're doing this type of movement, is it based in kind of the footwork that we practice in drills?
Everything is based on the footwork we're doing. Absolutely.
What was the answer, sir?
The footwork that we're doing when we're doing this movement drill is the footwork grounded in what we do in the basics. I got it. How'd you make? Right side forward, left side forward, doesn't matter, switch them up. Okay, Brandon, I don't know what kind of footwork that is, but you need to be working just as much as he is on your footwork. It's not you just wandering around, just flailing your arms. Keep going. Okay, in this drill, you guys keep working while I'm talking. Right or wrong really doesn't fall into it. You make your choice, and then you go, oh, that sucked, or oh, that was pretty good, and you fix it on the next one. And this particular drill is about failure in a way. And oh, that really sucked. That really felt weird. That felt odd. Yeah, Greg almost nailed me in the groin. It was for real.
It's a woodwork class too.
All right, young man. Switch pads. Juan, what was your last contact?
My last kata, the one that I recall the most is Masukase.
All right, how'd you make? I heard it, I don't know what it was.
Right over by you, so that I would end up getting beat up.
That's why I said it like that, okay.
Evil people.
Okay. Yeah, it's a circle of violence. Auntie did it to me, I do it to you guys, you do it to each other, you do it to your students at some point.
At least it's also a circle of learning.
That's true too. Again, both sides are working here. The person with the pad should be working their footwork just as much as the other side. Alright, yeah, man. Zip that pad back up. I don't know what you guys did to it, but.
We're just killing it. The pad's wanting to run away from all those hits, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Put the pads back in the corner. If you guys need water, get water, get back on the floor.
Same formation as last time, Sensei?
Sorry?
Same formation?
I can tell I was doing it right. The right knuckles are feeling weird.
questions, comments, concerns on that drill?
That makes sense.
Alright, here's what I want to do,
Just one, in the case of the cakes, how would we be able to get more variety, so to speak? As far as I could see it, the only ones I was able to like invoke, so to speak, were either knee lift, the 45-degree kick, or front kick.
what's the answer to that question?
Depends on what's in front of you. If there's a different movement in front of you, you might be able to do it. If it worked, it worked.
Live in the moment.
True,
Depends on your
but
distance.
the question, how do you get more variety, okay?
Oh, no, I was just thinking
Oh.
it would be challenging because the person
Well,
that's facing you has.
You can position your body in a different angle to get that. So if it's in front of you and you wanna do a side kick, you can move to the side and I mean,
Well, what?
roundhouse.
What's the other one?
You ask your partner.
There you go.
For that.
Because really, who's driving this drill? The person with the pad. Now, bad thing about being humans, humans love patterns. Humans love routine. So everybody gets their favorite thing. That's why everybody kept, pretty much tell which 4 or 5 hand positions each one of you were going to take. So, some communication between you and your partner. Now, nobody did anything wrong, just to answer Juan's question, how do you get more variety? Talk to your partners like, hey, dude, you've thrown me like, 9 knees in a row, how about throwing something else? Now, they keep throwing that knee, which is fine, you can to a certain degree do what Greg said, but it really depends on where they go. Because if you wanna, for the drill, you don't wanna be hitting the body unless that's the point of this drill, but this drill is about the pad. So if they don't give you a side kick position, no matter where you shift to, it's gonna be really difficult for the drill to throw a side kick. Kind of thing, so, that kind of thing. And as the person with the pad, realize, I've done this same rhythm about 4 times.
It's really hard.
It is. Yeah, but just like I was talking with Easy, one of the things you're learning by doing this type of drill, humans love rhythm, humans love patterns.
Yes.
Lead, reverse, round kick, lead, reverse, round kick, lead, reverse, slip, hook, punch is when you catch it. About the 4th time they throw that lead, reverse, round kick, that's their favorite thing of all. That's fine. Slip, slip, bam, count.
Yes.
So again, you need to be able to establish rhythm first, then you need to be able to recognize rhythm, and then you need to be able to break rhythm. All right, Katie, slide over that way a little bit. Brandon, drop into the back. All right, for the next few minutes, Greg, what I want you to do is teach them Gion. Ken's got about the first half, Brandon's got none of it.
Yes, sir. This is a bad day.
Teach them Tango Kata. Katie's got about half, I think we made it to, something like that. How'd you make it? Figure it out.
Can you start?
Figure it out. Ken's got about half of it, have him show you. That'd be one way to cheat. Yeah, man. And you got about half of it, okay, show me first half.
Jill.
How'd you make it?
Roll in the hips.
Okay, and then you're gonna.
That's how you cheat that. All right, go man. All right, good. Continue, Mr. Gray.
Okay. Step forward and punch. Middle punch. Straight. Okay, let's try it. Ready? So, from the left and the right, the same on the,
That's
Tango
the
Kata.
extent of what I.
Tango Kata.
hips.
You need to catch it on that.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to.
Oh, okay.
What, am I correct? That the next thing would be, so I'm getting it back.
Look, don't
Puss. Tengo que hablar.
Hajime.
Puss.
One, straighten your back, center your weight, you're actually leaning back through that entire contact.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, just stepping back.
No, no, no.
Nickel. Greg.
And like.
Nickel.
Who's on?
Okay, what they're doing.
So we're standing there in the sunshine.
Well, sorry, I was looking at them, sorry.
Okay.
Good. All right, let's do it all again. You got me ready?
Puss.
Hajime.
The last, you're gonna ice over a little bit because of the transition of the feet.
That's a good question. So when you're doing this, so you're still gonna do that half moon thing? She asked a good question.
Okay, give her a good answer.
So, you're stepping forward in the Naifanchi, but she was.
Sunshine.
I mean, Sanchi, but she was moving like this, and I said, I don't think you do that, you just do the half moon.
I think of it more like a hook, so to speak. You're moving your leg forward, then you curve it around, just like how some people draw fishing hooks.
And she was actually straightening her feet.
You three yell it.
Puss.
Everybody on my answer?
You guys keep going. She's straightening her feet because I told her to do it.
Oh, okay,
That's the short answer.
okay.
The longer answer. If I am in a Sanshine configuration, but I haven't locked it in any way, yeah, I can make that.
First time. And then this third time, you're gonna step it
I'm in here and I am locked into my Sanshine. And I go to move from here, if I move with my toes and my knees locked in, I'm gonna blow a little bit out. So I have to unlock it. Step forward. That's right. And reset it. So if you find yourself comfortably doing a half moon with your toes turned in, it's because you're not really locking into the Sanshine. You just have your feet turned in.
Puss.
Once you lock it in, you gotta unlock it. It's kinda like the knee lift position. This is not a neutral position. There are very few places, even relaxed, that I can move from here. You can move forward, kind of, like this doing. You can move backward, kind of, left and right. You're done. But you straighten, it's like being in yard. I can go wherever I want. So I unlock it, go wherever I want to go, and then relock it.
It's funny, because I've been trying to do that at the beginning of Jutei,
Okay.
and I just thought it through, trying to do, it's like, okay, well, if I'm here, I gotta, yeah, and then, but I never thought about it, you know.
It's all the same.
Does that process, I think the answer is yes, but with practice, that process
Well,
becomes
do me a
faster.
favor, take one step back.
Puss.
No, you're fine. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, does that process get faster? Like, do you just
Yes.
memorize the feeling
Yes.
of, okay, cause I feel like it makes you.
But it's just like anything else. You know,
Yeah, that's what it feels like right now.
Tight, the same thing.
Second to the hips is muscle memory, basically.
Okay.
The pattern doesn't ever change, but you kind of blend the gaps.
Right.
Keep going. Maybe add a little bit to it, please, Lisa.
I'm sorry?
Add a little bit to that for me, please.
Okay. Alright, so let's do it. Just from here. Okay, so we've done the down block. Alright, now we're gonna go to the corner, the right corner. Okay. Down block. There you go. And then step, and it's a rising block. Okay, and then we're gonna bring our foot back. And then, there you go, 45. And step, there you go. And then step, and then rising block. Rising block. Close? Alright, so let's try it all together. Stand up, Papa.
And look at that.
Hajime. Turn. Down block. Punch. Okay. We're gonna go to your left. Hey. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go to the 45 on your right. Down block. Loose. Step and punch. Oh, I'm sorry, step and rising block. Alright. Go to the next 45. Down block. Step and rising block. Okay. So from here, now you go back part. Okay, so again, it's step, down block, reverse punch. Now you show. That one. Alright, then it's gonna be the sun.
Were you watching too?
I want, yeah,
He used the wrong hand on the second one, right? Is that what you saw, or you didn't notice that?
I was thinking about something else. There was a glitch there, so if that's what you saw, then I will go with that.
You're right, they're all reversed. Okay, so now you're gonna do a, the other 45, down block, and then punch.
No, Yame, before we get to that point, real quick. Alright,
And
Yame,
then down block.
Yame, basic principle. Is for whatever reason, a lot of people wanna get into real tight here. So it looks like, a cat licking his paws. The basic principle when we're in